Hi, my name is Reese Fry, and I'll be the June host for MES Field Happenings. This month's first feature will be a vertical one by Brady Shilkoff about college.
Saying goodbye to the seniors at the end of the year is always bittersweet, as they get ready for the next exciting chapter in their life, whether it's college or diving right into the workforce. Hempfield High School has many special ways to honor its seniors. One is the college commitment ceremony for athletes who are heading off to college to pursue their sport.
A ceremony where all of the athletes in Hempfield High School that are graduating and continuing their athletic commitment in college, they go there and we basically celebrate, and everybody's names get individually called, and then we get school cookies at the end. I would say start reaching out to coaches in schools at a very young age, because often D1 schools seek like 8th graders, 9th graders that they can develop as they get older. And if you're like senior, junior, you're less likely to get a chance to get a spot on the D1 team.
Although not all students attend the sports ceremony, all seniors are heading in various directions.
My name's Mariah, and I'm going to Millersville University. My major is going to be accounting.
I'm Ariana, and I'm going to be going to HAC, and I'm going to major in nursing.
My name's Toby Helsel, Westchester University, speech language pathology.
Marchenko. I am majoring in accounting and marketing, and I'll be heading over to Westchester.
I committed to Juniata College for softball.
After 12 years of school, seniors have gained so much knowledge and are eager to share their advice with younger students.
Some advice that I have for younger students who are looking to choose the path to go to college is focus on your studies first, but first focus on your mental health, actually. Mental health is the number one thing. Studies will always be second and or third or fourth to it. Focus on your mental health, make sure you're in the right state, and then once you're in the right state, just cruise through your work, focus on what's next, and you should be all good.
Definitely have fun, but also work hard, because things can get tough, but I know that you'll be able to get through it.
And my advice for younger students is kind of like stay disciplined.
From the signing table to the final bell, the class of 2026 is ready to take on the world. Congratulations, seniors, and for Hempfield Happenings, I'm Brady Shulkoff.
Now, we're moving on to a feature about third graders by Grace Wagner.
Schedule for these 2 weeks, but test next Friday. Good?
For most of us, our day consists of going to work or maybe stressing about the test we have next period. But for a third grader, their main worries are math facts, spelling words, and whether or not they'll get recess. Today, we're stepping back into elementary school to see what a day in the life of a third grader is all about. Being a third grader isn't about listening for the bell and switching between third and fourth period. Instead, they work hard in the same classroom throughout the day, working on spelling words and utilizing their brain breaks. Still, the students come into the classroom each day ready to learn something new.
I really enjoy just getting to work with the students, seeing them every day, seeing them learn, seeing them grow.
Aside from the students coming in to learn, the teachers also enjoy coming in to watch their students expand their horizons more and more each day.
I would say, which one is the longest? The black one. The black one. So when we're comparing two things, we're going to use that ER spelling.
The students also help their own teachers learn every day, who are inspired by their past educators. This just goes to show how important a teacher can be in a student's lifetime, as well as how important the students are for the teacher.
I had a teacher in, actually at Centerville Middle School, and he pretty much changed my life for a lot of reasons. And I wanted to be able to do that for other students, what he did for me, and have that influence on kids.
Stop cleaning my desk.
In addition to their wit time and learning their spelling words, third grade goes from classroom instruction to lunch and recess, allowing room for time with their friends. When it's lunchtime, they travel to the cafeteria, where some students wait in the lunch line. After getting their lunch from the cafeteria, they find a spot to eat and talk with their friends. In contrast, some students also bring their own lunches from home. They also take advantage of their recess after lunch. Here, they can run around with the rest of their grade and have fun.
A lot of kids like recess, and it's because you can get out and play a lot.
For third graders, recess is one of the most important parts of their day because it takes away some of the stress the normal day might bring, as they have a variety of material they cover.
We get to read books, we get to do our wit packet, which is actually new in our class, and then we do things like freckle reading, reading clubs, a lot of reading stuff.
After recess, third grade participates in their special class of the day, which can consist of music, library, art, or physical education. In gym class, for example, they usually play different sports and games to practice their athletic and teamwork skills. With today's special being physical education, they played a version of Capture the Flag. From learning inside the classroom to learning lifelong skills in their special classes, third grade students never fail to have fun during their school day. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Grace Wagner.
You know what kids need? Haircuts. Speaking of haircuts, Brady Falcon visited a small barber shop in Columbia where it's about more than hair.
Shupp's Barber Shop is a staple here in downtown Columbia, and it's been passed down from generation to generation.
This simple barber shop has been in this family's care for close to 30 years now, inherited from grandfather to father to grandson.
I think with being the oldest boy, out of all my brothers and whatever, it was kind of, I don't want to say destined, but I was set up to come in here and be a barber from the time I was little. So I went to barber school and graduated and then came in here. I think it's something different. You have different clientele that comes in. They all have their own stories. They all, have different experiences, and it's not like having paperwork slide across your desk all day, adding ones and twos. It's always something different. I think that definitely helps. My pap bought the place in '77. He started it. He worked here until '95, and then my dad came in, and he worked here until 2021, with my pap, and then I came in here in 2021 and been here almost 4.5 years.
Shupp's current owner, Edwin Shupp, continues to cut hair just like his father did, even after his father has left the business.
Dad bought it in 1977. I went to barber school in July of '95 and started here in April of '96. Went to Stevens Trade, got tired of working second and third shift, so I thought I'd try barbering when I was 21. So now I've been here almost 30 years, so I enjoy it. You get to know everything about certain people. Yeah, it's a real community feel, especially in small town Columbia.
And so, Shupp's Barbershop will continue to grow through the youngest generation. It's been here for 30 years already, why not aim for another 30? For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Brady Falcon.
Barbers are an important part of society, much like student teachers, who are considered to be the next generation of teachers. So Carter Mumon decided to make a feature all about them.
During the fall and spring semesters, college students from all around Lancaster, Pennsylvania come to Hempfield High School to learn from experienced teachers and be mentored. The high school is all about welcoming in new and upcoming teachers and helping them relax into a new environment.
Relate to something that actually happened, right? It's using a story, right? I do feel welcome at Hempfield. I feel like it's really enjoyable. I love coming to school, actually every day. I enjoy it.
Not to mention, the teachers are all about helping the younger generation and helping out with the position that they were once in.
It always feels good to kind of give back. As a teacher, every teacher had somebody that was a cooperating teacher that mentored us. So I feel it's always a good opportunity to give back. And especially if you think you're a pretty good teacher, that you can, pass on your teaching skills and your teaching techniques to the next generation.
It's always a pleasure to have a student teacher, especially with all the help that you get.
Nicholas the second.
It's always good to have two adults in the room, two sets of eyes, to throw ideas back and forth, to make sure we're getting caught up on makeup work. Teaching involves like a lot of secretarial type of stuff, so it's always good to have two people to kind of handle that type of stuff. And it's great like if you can co-teach too and you're throwing ideas off one another. I think the kids really appreciate that.
One of the most important parts about student teaching is how you're able and if you're able to teach well.
I would say having him around is definitely beneficial because sometimes the class can get busy with only one teacher, so it's beneficial to hear two sides of the teaching as well, because sometimes Mr. Camille could talk and then sometimes Mr. Shu will teach, but Mr. Camille could give his points as well. So it's good to have like two perspectives on stuff because some might have different stories than others.
But just like any other teacher, not only teaching, but learning from your students is a big part of it.
Getting to know the kids and the students. It's a lot of fun to actually see you guys grow and change as people. I really do enjoy you guys actually. I enjoy the time I spend with all the students. It's very fun.
Learning from those before you is one of the best ways to learn, and with experienced Hempfield teachers, that seems to not be a problem.
Absolutely. I feel like he's a great mentor. I actually feel very lucky that I've gotten him as a mentor because I have questions and he answers them very thoroughly and helps me out a lot. So he's been great for me to get experience for student teaching.
It's great what Hempfield provides for these people. Student teachers are the future, and especially the future of Hempfield. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Carter Mumal.
Teaching is a very important part of a child's development, and Brady Shilkoff will show us how Farmdale teaches kids about fiscal responsibility.
Here at Farmdale Elementary, 6th graders are running their own mini economy. Students can earn classroom money for good behavior, completing assignments, and so much more.
So it's something that I developed about 5 or 6 years ago. I went to my two teammates and kind of told them maybe we needed something, at the end of the year to keep students engaged in what was going on and try to teach the lessons of like, you've got to work for things and then you earn things because of it. And in 6th grade, it's good to have something different, something new to sort of motivate students at the end of the year. So they earn money based on different jobs as being students, so different assignments. We pay them, then they are charged different fees or expenses, just like in real life. And, the goal is to get them to learn to put money in the bank and earn interest. And eventually, by doing what you're supposed to and saving and working, you can then afford to buy some fun experiences.
This system isn't just about earning and spending. It teaches goal setting, saving, and understanding how their choices can shape their future. It helps students practice real-world skills while keeping them motivated and involved.
My favorite part is watching students really get into the thought of I need to work to get this, and then they're much more conscious of, putting this in the bank. And if I do this week, and if I do this next week, this is what I should have by the end. So it's fun watching 6th graders, become very responsible and focused on that goal of feeling comfortable by the end of the year and being able to participate in everything.
This is not an all year round program for 6th graders. It is only implemented during the 3rd trimester of the school year.
I don't think it would be effective through the course of an entire year. It would lose its effectiveness, but yes, I think it's very effective for the majority of 6th graders to kind of give them a purpose as opposed to just grades, as to, I need to do this because it's my job. I need to do this because I'm going to get paid. And if I do that, then I earn these other opportunities as well.
Students really enjoy the awards they can buy, and many choose to save up to earn new ones.
So students, as Mr. Conister says, can earn money, spend money, save money, or donate money. So we talk in BizTown about being a philanthropist. So we do have a Students in Need or SIN fund that we all have in our rooms where if a student is feeling generous, they can donate some extra money and that will go to students who might be in debt or maybe a little lower in cash. But we have a full system set up where students, we have spreadsheets that we can plug in the information of how much students want to enter into their bank. So they can deposit money into their bank and earn 20% interest. We also have different things that students can earn along the lines of paying for lunch with friends. They can sit on a yoga ball. They do have to pay living expenses every week unless they choose to pay it off after they've saved enough money. They have to pay $1 for recess if they have it every day unless they pay it off. And again, that's after saving money and being a little bit more budget conscious.
In the end, teachers love watching students work hard and earn awards, while students enjoy earning their own money. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Brady Schulkoff.
Speaking of preparing for the future, Andres Torres has a feature about student drivers at Hempfield High School and the challenges that come with driving to school.
Each morning, this parking lot becomes an obstacle course, with students searching for spots, balancing time, and attempting last-second parking, making getting to first period potentially the most dangerous and rigorous class to get to of the day. Usually, during their sophomore or senior year, Hempfield students obtain their licenses. Some wait to start driving, while others use their license and start driving as soon as possible. Regardless of when you start driving, Hempfield still has rules and limitations in place for when that time comes.
Students should know that before they can start driving and parking on campus, that they need to apply for a parking permit. Students apply for a parking permit by filling out the parking application, which is on the district website, and it's also in all of your Schoology pages under parking. It is an application that you fill out with information about your car, information about yourself. There are the rules and expectations for parking as well as the penalties for not following them. You agree to all of those items, and then there is a fee depending on the time of year that you purchase the permit. It goes down to different price levels throughout the year, starting most expensive in the fall and down to least expensive in the spring. And then once you make payment, you'll be notified that your parking permit is ready to pick up in the Franklin office.
Understanding the rules is only one part of being a responsible driver at Hempfield. The other part is knowing the penalties that come with breaking them.
So we have progressive discipline. You get parking warnings at first to start, and then if you continue to not park properly, that can look like after warnings, detentions. Sometimes there can be partial days of in-school suspensions. It's even possible that if you have a tremendous number of parking violations, that you could lose your parking privileges here at school.
While buses are a convenient way for thousands of Hempfield students to get to school, others choose to drive instead for more flexibility, independence, and control of their time before and after school.
I do drive to school, and it's been a pleasant experience because I get to go home earlier and I don't have to take the bus. I don't have to wake up early in the morning. Like I said, I get home earlier and I don't have to keep waking up early all the time because of the bus. And it's just really nice to be practicing and just going to school.
For many students at Hempfield, getting behind the wheel marks the beginning of a new chapter. What starts as a lesson in driving quickly becomes a lesson in independence, decision-making, and trust. And long after the class ends, those lessons continue down every road ahead. For Hempfield Happenings, I am Andres Torres.
And now back to the elementary schoolers. Carter Muma has another feature for us today about Field Day, the end-of-year event where all elementary students get to be active with their friends.
With the school year coming to a close, the fun really starts to begin. This can especially be said for the younger students here at Farmdale Elementary. In May, towards the end of the year, Hempfield hosts an indoor field day for younger students to come and enjoy.
We're up there like picking and they're under here and you go the floor on paths. You get to go do cool things.
But with fun and festive activities comes a lot of preparation.
So preparation usually starts the year before. We try to look at the calendar and see what dates are available. Usually for kindergarten and first grade, I try to get the first Friday or second Friday in May. And kindergarten and first grade is very similar. They do the same thing almost every year because of just their limited schedule. And all their stations just include skills that we work on throughout the year.
With all these events going on, having the volunteers are a must.
So kindergarten and first grade has a limited amount of volunteers. I only need 4 adults, and so I just create a sign-up genius for them to sign up with and contact our parent room coordinator who sends that out to them. They sign up, and it's pretty easy.
But there's more than just the parents. Older students can also participate.
And then I choose 12 6th grade volunteers for the morning and 12 for the afternoon. And I usually just choose those students who I know can lead a group and are good role models for the students.
The effort put into this event is much appreciated by the younger kids.
We are dribbling. I like dribbling and I like to roll the ball. Running to get a bucket, then running back with the bucket to make the castle.
Field Day is not only a tasking event to prepare, but to go through with. A yearly tradition for Hempfield all around continues to bring joy to the students and teachers.
Yeah, field days always take a lot of time and preparation. You know, once you plan out everything, and then you have to teach the skills throughout the year, and then towards the end of the year, right before we get to field day, we actually practice the stations just so that the kids are familiar with it. They get there, they kind of understand what's going on. And because we only have 10 minutes at each station, I want as little time wasted as possible.
So when the end of the school year comes around, make sure to be prepared for Field Day. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Carter Mumaw.
This is the time of year where teachers decide to retire. I interviewed Dr. Swatner, the principal at Rauscher Elementary School, about her retirement.
When you think about it from the beginning, when you say, oh, I'm going to retire, it just seems so far off. But now, the weather's gotten warm and we're down to under 10 days, the last couple of days of school. It gets harder each day. When that last bus pulls out, I think it will really hit me. It'll be hard. Get gifts from people that say, retirement, happy retirement. Read some cards from folks that brought tears to my eyes, and as different people share different things. It will be hard to walk out that last day and know that I might not see kids who are in first and second grade that sixth grade year when they leave, because I've gotten to know them and their families, but I know they're being left in really good hands with the staff that's here. But it's also time to make that next step, and things planned with family and what's going to be that priority that's next. And then ready for that. You can take a building so far, it's time that the next person steps in and they'll be in great hands.
Following up that heartfelt message, we'll be ending the show with Molly Constein's feature about the card show, hosted here at Hempfield by student Asen Brown.
For the first time ever here at Hempfield High School, card collectors can support their local community and peers by either showing off their stands or buying new cards. This event is student-run and was organized by Hempfield senior Asen Brown for card collectors and sellers to enjoy with support from the FBLA Club.
At first I went to Mr. Wise and I said, Mr. Wise, what do you think about a sports card show fundraiser for FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America? It's the club that he runs. And he was like, oh, I don't know. He was a little bit skeptical at first, and then we talked about it a little bit more. He talked to a few teachers and he was like, I know nothing about sports. Mr. Wise said this. He said, I know nothing about sports. You would have to do it all. And I was like, well, I really want to do it. So I was like, sure, I'll plan it. So I reached out to people that I knew. I advertised on social media, and now we're here.
This event was also a good opportunity for the Future Business Leaders of America Club to help show them a little more into the business world.
So this kind of came out kind of organically. Asen Brown, who's in Comtech and an FBLA, said, Mr. Wise, I'd like to run a card show. And I checked with our resident card show expert, Mr. Hanusa, in the accounting department. And we said, hey, is this something that we do? I have minimal to no knowledge, but with it being a business idea, entrepreneurship idea, buy, sell, trade, I thought it was a wonderful idea. We gave it a shot, and it's been a really nice success. It's been nice to see young people, old people, and everybody in the middle trying to come buy, sell, and trade. Future Business Leaders of America, we extend business concepts beyond the classroom. We have field trips, we have competitions, we have guest speakers in a variety of different business events. Yesterday we just went to a national sport business case competition at Kutztown. We do sales competitions at Susquehanna University, entrepreneurship pitch competitions with the Philadelphia Eagles and Blue Ridge University, all kinds of neat concepts and speakers outside of the classroom. We meet every Thursday at 7:20 in LG2.
Through this event,
Students gain the experience in organization, teamwork, and event management. It also provides an opportunity for students to apply skills learned in the classroom in a real setting.
It's a hobby that brings people together, so you have your vendors here and then you have your buyers come, and it's not just like adults, it's kids, and you see people like in every age group here, and it really just brings everyone together in one place to connect over something that they all have in common, which is collecting cards. First, bring people together. I mean, make it a friendly, fun atmosphere for people to have fun and collect and trade their cards. And then it's also a fundraiser, so raising money for FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America.
Card collecting is something a lot of people like to get into. Getting started in card collecting can involve buying packs, attending shows, or trading with other collectors. Many collectors organize their cards by type, player, or rarity as their collections grow.
So I started collecting cards, like really getting into it probably 2-3 years ago maybe. I was kind of interested in it. My uncle, my grandfather, my brother we all talked about it at a family reunion once, and since then we kind of just slowly got more and more into it. Now it's my brother's full-time job. I work for him.
This student-ran card show is one example of how clubs and students can help provide activities to extend beyond the classroom. From Hempfield Happenings, I'm Molly Constein.
That's all for this month of Hempfield Happenings. Join us next month for some exciting features about Comtech Awards, summer pools, and so much more.